Game-Geki. Silent Ascension.
Hello and welcome to Game-Geki, the show that knows it's 2 o'clock in the morning, woke up for 2 o'clock in the morning, and is really upset that it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm DDK, joined of course by the pre-show for Silent Hill, chat for Silent Hill, and therefore we can conclude from that it is indeed Silent Hill Ascension. It's time for Ascension. Better maximize the show for maximum amazingness. I like buried memories, but sometimes the codes are tricky. You mean time for trauma? Sorry, yes, my mistake. The buried memories one at least has some more oomph to it, that's true. The mini-games wise, they're talking about their favourite mini-games. The problem with buried memories is once you've kind of explored every kind of puzzle type, you start running out, and you get just a few padlock boxes and annoying things to click. Are they going to take this kid in? She's sweating, she's worried, she knows that she's really a monster.
No, Mommy! What have you done to my daughter?
All I did was bring her back safely. She seems afraid of you. Why did she go running away in the first place?
We should get everyone inside. It isn't safe out here.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Maybe go for another round in the morgue.
Just want to make sure you're both fine. Any injuries that need attending to.
Rachel?
Faith? Honey? Do you want to come with me and Daddy inside? We've missed you so much. But why? Don't you want us all to be together? What's wrong with her? It's like she's afraid of me.
Faith?
She knows things, deep, trauma-y things.
I want Daddy and Miss Nora.
It's time to go.
Faith can go inside, but I'm going with her.
Rachel, you're no longer a member of the Foundation.
I don't care. Faith is my daughter. She isn't going anywhere
quit.
without me.
He's making a difficult choice there. Fine. That nod was all it took. The rest of the mighty Foundation there would have stoned her to death if he'd have said no. Smells real funny in here, Xavier. Yeah, someone better light a match. At least Brit's easier to follow now, because before Brit and Eva both looked the same, and I confused them constantly.
Bruce, are you hungry? Do you need water? Where did you find this?
What strangeness has happened to this boy?
Okay. Okay, Angel. Can you tell me where you've been? Were you in the woods this whole time?
Being on a trip. Some of these old TVs
Angel,
make it seem like this is set in the past, but
did something
they've
bad
got mobile
happen to you?
phones, so it kind of dismisses that.
Astrid, I think we should take him to see a doctor.
No. He just got here. He's safer with me.
But we have to get him checked out. He was gone for so long. And
He'll
there's
wander
so much
off
we
again.
Don't know. He's probably malnourished. Maybe even frostbitten.
I said no. I'm his mother, and I can take care of my son.
Fine.
She's not
Look
seeing
at him.
reason.
He's not speaking. He's barely even moving. What do you think is wrong with him?
Quiet, I'm
Angel,
trying to watch the TV.
What's wrong?
See what I mean? What is going on with him?
There is nothing wrong with him. He doesn't need to be poked and prodded.
I am not going to let you neglect my nephew because you're I don't even know what your problem is right now. He's going to the hospital if I have to take him myself.
Okay, fine. I will take my son to the hospital. Orson, dear, we're going to go on a little ride, okay? But don't worry, I've got you.
Seems like he got whatever Xavier got when Xavier parted with the demon world. Someone shut that door, it's cold.
Xavier, what is it? I was just going to the kitchen with Krista and Faith to get her something to eat.
And Rachel?
I couldn't tell her no. She's Faith's mother.
That's a conversation for later. Right now, there's another problem we should discuss.
Hello? Is someone out there? Let me out.
You locked her up?
Shh. We had to be cautious. We know nothing about this
Oh,
woman.
the outsider. You're right. Never trust an outsider.
She brought Faith back to us.
But how do we know she wasn't the person who took her in the first place? Just as the Foundation is here to protect us, there are other nefarious forces working against us.
Like what?
It's best you don't know. I'd like you to speak with her. Faith has some attachment to this woman. I think she'd be more likely to talk to her father.
I'm not sure.
Don't you want to know what happened to your daughter? She's been gone all this time and comes back seemingly terrified of her own mother?
Yeah. That's not like her.
If it was my daughter, I would interrogate this woman until I got every piece of information she had. But I understand if that's not in your nature. Think on it.
He's right. I better turn to face the back of him just to be sure. Tonight it looks like we're about to be assisting Eric, and Eric is like right down the middle. He's not doing terribly well, considering how much the community are behind him. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong about that. It's Astrid with Helfen. I don't know why it showed Eric then. Oh well. Astrid, it's time to work on that hope of yours. With the help of Noma Glass as well. Oh, it's those chains, Astrid. You might catch tetanus. There goes the monster. So what does this monster represent exactly? Just okay. Damn. Using my turbo clicker. Careful, Astrid. He's colossal. Just about tuned the turbo clicker in just right. Still requires me to think to click the middle mouse button to fire it off, but I reckon it does the job. Is that perfect or not? It kind of flashed red then. She could sense that coming, that's why she dodged before it happened. Yeah, you okay there, buddy? Nomer, wake up there. It's a guy with glasses, therefore it's the same as mine. It's the story of my life, generic guy with glasses. Yeah, I can see a click there. I'm just going to click anyway. Why was there a click there? There was nothing even showing up. Careful now. Tap with all your might. If I just say tap, 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 can I put across the sensation that I'm struggling to click the tapping? Don't trip on that. No one had any particular trouble today. Quite possibly the easiest one. It must just be purely random then, because her hope was quite high. I think they get harder as the hope climbs. I think I polished my click game tonight. Full red, still the same amount of points, huh? Is it all about taking part that matters? I think I only got 800. Well, the top bit's glitched for me. It's not quite shuffle bar. My cursor randomly turned to a hand with no prompt. I clicked anyway and got blue. Strange. The brokenness of the QTEs seemed wildly variable on a day-to-day basis. It's mysterious.
Hello, everybody.
We shall
welcome to the Silent Hill Ascension post-show. I'm here with Noah. My name's Eduardo. Now, one of the things is, while the show airs, and this is a little bit of like a secret, like while the show airs, we talk amongst each other because, you know, we want to coordinate, we want to arrange stuff, like what are we going to say next? And the question I had for Noah was, what scene did she want to talk about? Because we kind of had, honestly, tonight was very much developing the story, right? Nothing too crazy, but everything kind of flowing into, you know, a little bit of, it's almost like the beginning of a new story in our first season.
I want tiramisu now. There was a shop randomly somewhere in the news that was, not a shop, a restaurant, that was regaled for selling tiramisu.
When we had the children
So
missing for
strange
quite
that
a
he
while.
mentions that.
And now we are going back, well, we are going to focus on the children. And it's kind of like meeting us where we started more, where we were like more focused on the creepy children. And boy, are they creepier.
Oh yeah. Oh, the creep factor is way, way, way up. I mean, as even Xavier, you know, not Rachel's biggest fan probably. By the way, we're gonna steal this one. Leochi spelled Xavier as Xavier, which is perfect for Rachel.
I've been told the creep factor
I thought that was fantastic. By the
is
way,
way up.
thank you for that, Leochi again.
Many
So, but the
times.
thing, right, is like Xavier, not a fan of Rachel, but he's like,
Sorry,
look,
I've been
why
told
is
that.
this
That's
kid not
ruined that.
liking her own mother? That's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is sus.
Can't type
and,
like
know,
a normal
Rachel
human
been
being.
Weird anyway, and Eric, I don't know if y'all remember, he was also claiming that he practically had to convince Rachel to be a mother. So it's not looking good right now for Rachel. But honestly, in my heart, I believe Rachel is a good mother.
I'm sure Xavier doesn't join us up
as
there.
As good a mother as a cult member can be. Oh my God! Happy birthday, Tiger 385. Sorry, Eduardo, you wanted to walk us through the scene that we just saw today?
Yes, well, our production team's going to do that.
Some guy called Tiger's birthday, eh?
We're going to be there while it plays. It's going to be up on the
Happy
background.
birthday,
Here,
Tiger!
Off the surprise of Orson's sudden return, and she's trying to unpack what happens to him, but she finds him catatonic, and Brent's just trying to go like.
No, don't sound effect for Tiger.
Because you get to see it, but like Astra's just trying to figure things out. Honestly, like I think both like that background as a scientist trying to figure out what happened logically, but also
going to take a moment to review the questions. Don't judge me. Right. What will Rachel tell Eric she wants for their marriage? So this is the one which we've already done previously. I've cashed in on a rally that was going, but my true answer was let's be a family. And what will Eric do with Nora? Interrogate her. Thank her for saving Faith. Accuse her. Let's got to interrogate her a little more. The fact that Orson has come back at the same time as Faith could mean that it's the real Faith. Kind of hard to
it's very
figure which way that's gone.
To the doctor, but I think Astrid is so scared after all she's seen, and also a reminder, her Aunt Mette was working at the hospital killing people. So maybe she doesn't have a lot of trust in the medical system.
To be fair, the medical system did heat up. It did make sure that, like,
could be she
were essentially pasteurized,
disappeared.
So to speak, no longer concerned on the Mete side, thankfully. But you can see
mysteries abound.
Kind of agreeing with Britt, because it is that relationship between the sisters again playing out here pretty importantly, right? Like she does trust her sister. She is like. If I listen to myself, I know what I do, but like I know that there's somebody here on the other side who's listening to me and who's trying to help me out.
Right, and the whole town, as we all know now, the whole town hates the Johansons. And
is this the? Orson smiles. There we go.
That little sneaky little smirk.
Yeah, no, that smirk is always the best. I mean, like, oh my, yeah, this Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah, Johnny Zombie Boy says here that
Johnny Zombie Boy.
The Jerry Springer episode. Honestly, dude, I'm like, who's the father? I want them to be on Murray. Anyway, I want to know who's the father of Orson.
Yeah, we don't know that. And also
I'd be surprised an antique TV like that would even still work.
That's definitely a classic Twitch. And I mean, with Astrid, like, also, like, going, like, it's all your fault. Get out of here. And tells her off. It's perfect. You're right.
Unless, no, I can't be deep in the past
all we're
because
missing is the chair, but the kid bites, so it's perfect.
Some places are in the past.
But let's talk again about the faith and hope system, because that's what's leading to everything we are seeing here. So the decisions and the endurances and the puzzles.
Too much for mystery abound.
A little bit. The decisions, endurances, and puzzles all contribute to whether.
Yeah, who is Orson's dad? That's a good mystery to solve. Oh yeah, could be.
Silent Hill final. So. You want their hopes to be up if you want them to survive. A character's hope needs to be high.
Damnation! That's what they have to say about themselves.
As we remember, we lost some people here. We lost Toby Rip to a king, as we like to say. And also, Carl had a good end. He escaped.
Rest in peace, Toby.
Carl is redeemed.
That's the song. As my amazing song says, rest in peace, Toby.
Well, I mean, presuming you like Carl, I mean, that's the thing. The sad old wet man got to survive as a result of kind of the audience getting together. But now you got to keep in mind Eric, Astrid, Rachel, like, and Britt. I mean, Britt's kind of come up, so you got to keep those characters in mind.
Oh, still
right. So make sure that you get those influence
you heard
points,
there's
that's how you can
more
impact whether somebody is gonna survive or
You
not.
gotta be
And
careful how you spell
Marcelo
emojis, otherwise it'll
Goldman,
block
you
it.
know, found his way by sea, and not surprising because he is wet. So
I mean, yeah, that's fair, right? Like we did say it was saddled wet. The wet came. That was a spoiler, but you didn't know, audience. But you know, like no, on Wednesdays, you know, and as you know, and as the story's kind of taking like you know a gentle shift, right? We had the high wave, the high mark, and as we're going into that gentle shift, on Wednesdays we like to talk sometimes about you know how the Silent Hill Ascension systems work. So there was a question done during the like kind of the downtime, so to speak. You know, there wasn't a live show from. I want to make sure I get their name number. Like
it's a shame that you can't really see that properly because like the little watch now thing covers it.
In chunks of even numbers. It's actually not just even numbers. I believe it's like rounded to the nearest 100 potentially here. The thing is,
deemed was the best thing I spent all my IP on.
At 500%, but often they can be in different numbers. So one of the rallies during the endurance scene, if you spotted it, was
that means Otaku Gamer X09 truly drove that system. Reached 20 minutes past the hour, and that can only mean one thing: it's time for mini games.
Nice round numbers. Sorry to disappoint you. That won't be this, but.
So I'm going to hop straight into minigame action. Going to activate the minigames tunes. Can't they like have the pre-show or something going in a bottom corner or something so you can like have that going whilst you're doing your minigames? Wouldn't that make way more sense? It's time for Hashi. Let's do Hashi. Gotta connect all of these nodes, like all the people in the show.
They took our feet and turned them to keys. Silent screams,
lost in the steam.
All cold night. What have you done? Turned our horror.
Oh damn it! I'm missing one here. Let's break that one. Put that one there. Wasn't right. Oh, the bottom corner I need to work towards. Gosh, this one's gone terribly wrong. Yeah, I'll take that one off. Put that one there. Yes. Excellent.
You thought you had a killer app, but it's all a trap.
Dim the shift shapes
Now
until
you're
it's starting
trapped
normal.
in a cheap thrill. No time to relax. Mini games are a joke. They just make you joke. And the net code is a disaster. It's all smoke and
Yeah, I'm always tempted to mess with the CSS of the website to customize it like you do. The problem with that is I fear that opening the F12 menu introduces some additional layer of lag to it, so I don't want to mess too often with that. Maybe in the replay, in the days where I'm not up late and I'm just doing the catch up only, because then there's not really much going on that's time critical, requiring them low latency on the old system. A lot of people with drinking problems in Silent Hill Ascension. I guess that's Mars real life. Would you like another ale? Those three. A little low on the blues. keep hitting bombs until something opens up.
Darkness so vast, the foundation couldn't clear.
There's something for me.
Rachel's but you all an idea have caught. Toby's sister's life, a journey now blocked.
The ritual will succeed. I'm sure Rachel had full faith. Say faith because daughter's faith. She always had faith to begin with. It's not great, but I'll take it.
Help the foundation finally understand.
Well-timed car repair.
Eric never saw it coming, but dear Toby, your death knell is strumming. You tried to put the demons on ice.
Integrating this bit of the circuit's going to be tricky. Unsure how to navigate all the pieces together with that. Maybe like that. Gotta deep freeze it. Oh dear. Freeze it again. Go with that, and hopefully if I cap that one off, it'll just kind of work out. Excellent work. Not my finest work, but it'll do. It'll pass. Let's check how people's faiths are doing. Around about the middle. Carl's dead. Well, Carl's gone. Rachel is still running low. Still dead. Astrid is doing quite well for herself. Eric, kind of middle of the road. Not so great.
By thanking her for saving Faith, that suffering option, it's kind of not resolving anything. It's like, thank you for finding my...
Grab some earn a reward. Use one of my built-up cache of rewards. Because I'm currently saving up IP. My stack of rewards will begin to drop. Catch up. For some reason, only one new one available today. I don't understand why that is the case, but yeah. All right, they can carry on their nattering now. I've been through everything here.
Right. No,
Next stunning episode, an unexpected Chekhov.
Wanted to stick with her.
Game-Geki will catch up on Friday.
That's reasonable, right? She was like attached to her, and I mean it's interesting.
Just
right?
keep giving us Morgie. It's what we want.
Like Eric being the father,
oh yes, more.
And Rachel being the mother. And again, it's that motivation from Eric. You know, why are you kind of doing this stuff? Whose side are you on?
No, best word better. Yes, more.
So, like,
I don't really know how to write the word of random moan.
I don't think it's necessarily the most important decision here for Eric, but it's interesting in terms of his motivation, what you as an audience will decide. Right now, by the way, Accuser and Fanger are winning by quite a bit, but obviously there's still a whole day to go. So there we go.
We are nearing though the end of the show, right? So
I know.
It's a bit sad, especially on Valentine's Day.
By the way, the chat is sorry, the audience is
that is a good one.
They want it so bad. The Morgie merch, they want to have the mask. I mean, my personal advice is, you know, a lot of those masks felt DIY.
DIY hardware stores. Yeah, you're right.
Things lying around the house. So, like, just saying. Just saying.
Very, you know, we like DIY here in Silent Hill Ascension, especially when it's.
I'll hold off.
Safe tier? How do you
coming over?
Masks.
That's fair. Somebody's going.
Right.
I'm not going to make my own.
Over for.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Not too DIY. Not too DIY. What is that?
Again,
What's
some people
that
like
mug you're drinking from, Eduardo?
Oh yeah, it's trouble.
You can merge with things lying around the house.
Speaking of merch, let's start to recap.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Let's close this one down. We have a lovely time with you, audience, but it's going to be coming to a close in the post show. So again, a lot of
I love the Tron merch.
The thing was,
it's such an
really
MLP aesthetic,
right? You got to see the payoff of the Morgie scene. We know a lot of you got spent doing that. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed the outcome. We hope that you like that. That's now canon. That Eric became the Savior. So you didn't get Morgie 1, but you got Morgie 2.
Morgie 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
So that, by the way, coming from our development member Martin So but like
you can see why the developers were upset that Morgie 1 didn't make it through, because that involved different skins for the characters, different character models, and so they were upset on that. The second Morgie was more like what we thought the first Morgie were going to be, where they just have fully clothed sex.
And that's really going to probably change
so the fact that the fully clothed sex one made it into the show is a terrible
production team is going to show you on screen where the next shows are. So every weekday you're going to get the show playing at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and if you're across in other places, fantastic.
I got spent at the Morgie t-shirts when.
We will do the pre-show 20 minutes prior, 5:40 p.m. Pacific, but on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Friday, we'll be back. And the post show's right after, so we get to break down the scenes. So if you like our company, that's especially when you should tune in.
Hopefully Krista isn't pregnant.
If you don't have a chance to tune in live, you can always catch
the
up
risks.
As usual. Make sure you're catching up on those scenes.
Sex cult, I suppose.
Because we love you. We want to make sure that even if you can't watch us live 1 or 2 times, that's okay. You get
Damn
to see
the word sex is not allowed.
We love having you live.
Well, it's the risks of a cult, I suppose.
We hope you had a delightful night. We're gonna leave you with the Morgie puns. We got Morgie 3, we got Morgie 4, we got probably Morgie 5. You know what?
Probably.
Noah, is there anything better in horror shows than endless sequels?
Oh, I love me a sequel, especially when the orgy just never ends.
Excellent.
And on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day of all days.
Oh, the next well, I mean, at least we will see them Friday. Thank you so much, audience, for being here with us. As usual, a delight.
It's personal.
But I was
now that's what I call Morgie.
Have a wonderful.
That's what I call Morgie. Well, that was amazing stuff. Let's call it quits there and join us again next time for more Morgie Goes to Hell. Let's review. Let's come back next time for more amazing Silent Hill merging action. GG. Ascension.